real cases before a real judge.
Plaintiff Kathleen Brown says her nickname is the Princess of Pork because she specializes in barbecue and often participates in barbecue competitions. Kathleen has known the defendant for 12 years, and she hired him to do some work on her home. But instead of finishing the job, he gambled her money away, so she's suing. Defendant Bill Smith says Kathleen is a heavy drinker, and she often brags about her ability to make barbecue, as well as her sexual abilities. Bill denies owing Kathleen for anything and is countersuing because he claims she owes him for an invoice.
Start with you.
Well, I'm from Kansas City, Missouri, the barbecue capital of the world, and I've been a master barbecue judge for 11 years and have competed and judged in many competitions. In 2003, the team I was on got first place in the world for vegetables in the side dish category, and then I have my own team, and in 2008 I got second place in the world in the smoked sausage category. And I know you can't take any bribes, neither can barbecue judges, but I brought up to Chicago some of the award-winning, same recipe, custom smoked sausages for you to enjoy and to share if you'd like to.
Well, Doyle, if you would take that and accept it for us. No, I'm not being funny. Accept it for us. I can't put it up here and put it in the
I brought
back.
plenty to share.
You can put it in the back or somewhere where we can share it once we're done with the case, depending on who wins. If you lose, I'm going to have a taster.
Oh.
Where do you know this gentleman from?
I met Mr. Smith about 12 years ago down at a blues club in Kansas City, and I had a romantic relationship with the owner, and I got to know Mr. Smith very well. We became good friends. I even called him Cousin Bill, and I catered the owner's birthday party with the barbecue, and Will especially liked the barbecue, and he especially likes the strawberry rhubarb pie that I make. And I got to know him, and we've been friends for a long time.
Plaintiff Kathleen Brown is suing her former friend, who claims Kathleen often brags about her ability to make barbecue, as well as her sexual abilities.
Let me hear from you, sir.
Well, I know the plaintiff here from, as she said, about 12 years ago. Most of the time she was quite inebriated and would go on about her ability to give oral sex and so on. I mostly just let that go in one ear and out the other.
I've bought him plenty of alcohol, beer, cigarettes over the years.
So you all got drunk and sat up there together and talked about, what did you say she said? What did you say she would talk about?
Oral sex and her ability to make barbecue quite a bit. And if she wanted to actually win the case, she would be bribing you with her strawberry rhubarb pie.
Nah, I can't eat any of that. There's any association, ma'am. Is that true? You all would talk about your sexual prowess?
I don't recall any conversations.
All right. I'm going to leave this other question alone. All right.
Okay. Forgive me.
Forget it. People do want to know whether are you like he says you are. Are you all that he says you are, or brag about your skills?
I'm an award-winning sausage smoker. At least in barbecue competitions.
Go right ahead. All right. She pretty much.
That's all subjective, Your Honor.
Gotcha. All right. She can smoke that sausage. Go ahead. That's what she said. Go ahead.
Well,
that's what she meant, sir.
My barbecue name is the Princess of Pork.
Oh, okay.
And I won second place in the world in 2008.
All right, go ahead, sir. Continue. Well, what do you want me to know about her? Any more information?
Well, part of the thing was she has 5 cats and a couple of neighbors' cats also that I had to kind of keep track of a little bit while I was there. I sincerely think that perhaps that she's affected by the cats. There's a parasite that cats carry that affects the brain.
And you were there how often?
Well, pretty often for about a month and a half.
Okay, fine.
I mean, quite a bit.
So whatever she got, you got it too. If it affected her brain, it affected yours too. Go ahead.
I needed some work to be done, and Will was not working at the time, and so I hired him to do some remodeling.
When?
May 24th this year.
Okay.
And everything was going well until I gave him $1,000 to complete the remodeling job. Never would I have imagined that Will was going to take my money.
He didn't do the work?
And gamble it away.
He gambled, or how you know?
He was. I brought my witness and my ex-husband today, Curtis Brown, and who observed him multiple days at Harrah's Casino after I gave him the $1,000. And I had
Man can do what he wants with his money.
That's my remodeling money.
Oh, it was for him to purchase materials?
Yes, sir. It was to purchase, install the carpeting, and purchase and install the lattice work and 2 screen doors, and use also the money for any miscellaneous lumber, screws.
And the total amount would be?
$1,000. I have a breakdown here.
Okay, let me have it, please. Your breakdown. Sir?
Well, so she had a lot of work, an awful lot of work she wanted done to her house. And when I first got into it, I was willing to actually pretty much let her have it for cost at the very beginning. After that, I better start actually making some money, because, I mean, I got bills to pay. I mean, like everybody else. And things went on. I put in some structural steel, lifted the house. Periodically, I was having to get draws in order to buy materials.
Okay.
And
No. Let's talk about what she's suing you for.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, she's suing me.
What was that
for,
agreement?
That was an open agreement just for the deposit for work to be continued.
What work to be continued?
The lattice, the carpeting, and the waterproofing of the basement.
Carpet, lattice, or how do you pronounce it?
Lattice.
Lattice? I don't even know what that is. That's what I'm having.
The wood that's like that.
Okay, the lattice? Yeah, I grew up in the projects. I don't know.
Plaintiff Kathleen Brown is suing her former friend, who claims Kathleen often brags about her ability to make barbecue, as well as her sexual abilities.
All this for $1,000?
If she had worked with me on it,
what was the agreement? Not if. What was the agreement? When people have contracts, there's 2 people that have the same understanding. So what was your understanding of the money she was to pay you?
All the materials plus labor.
And how much would that have been?
Probably just for the work coming up another $3,500.
What did you tell her it would be?
I didn't tell her.
Okay, when
when
people agree to make repairs or to provide services, they agree on an amount. She says you did. She says that amount was $1,000. You act like you don't know.
No, I know that's not the fact. The fact of the matter is, if I had gone ahead and gotten the materials she wanted...
What was the agreement, sir? You can't tell me. Judgment for the plaintiff. You cannot tell me the agreement. Therefore, I have to dismiss your counterclaim and grant you your claim. He cannot tell me. You can. You're very thorough, so I'm going to go with you. Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff.
Men talk. They all talk amongst each other. They're just as bad as women are.
She went into some detail about her abilities. Of course, she had been drinking quite a bit at the time.
Well, it's been a good friendship.